It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And we come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions. It's just down the street. Just past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop and ask my man Joe. He's always on the corner. He's a man of commerce. He'll point you in the right direction. Down the street, you're going to take a right. Then you're going to take immediate left. And as you're strolling down the street, you'll find yourself passing an alley. A deep, dark alley. To your right. As you pass it, you'll feel a cool breeze that chills you to your skeletal core. Is it the autumn wind? You're goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you'll find at the end is a little place that you like to call, and I like to call, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Wednesday on Raider Reaction, it's Ghost to the Post, as we will drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide, hitting on all of the hot league topics. As soon as I can get our man Prime is MIA. Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Where is Prime? Well, every Wednesday, Prime joins me eventually on Goes to the Post. Eventually. As we will rip through all of our picks for week 3, as we have done in week 1 and week 2. And of course, break down all of the action that happened in week 2, as well as what's upcoming in week 3. And what have you. So, last week, let's run through the. I'll run through the picks while we're getting Prime hooked up here. And hold on, he's coming in. See. Hold on. He is known for technical issues, Lines. It's not a new thing. And yeah, whatever. But rolling through our week 2 picks. Now, Baltimore, Cincinnati. I went with Baltimore. Prime went with Cincinnati. Of course, I was wrong. Carolina over Atlanta. I took Atlanta. Prime took Carolina. He was wrong. It was just a screwy week all the way across the picks. A lot of the games didn't go how you think. Yeah, you didn't really think Jacksonville was going to take down New England, and you know, a lot of the other scenarios. I didn't pick, obviously, Oakland to get taken down by Denver. Obviously. As well as some of the other games. I did not see Indianapolis taking down Washington after the game that Washington had in week 1. I thought the Jets would put up a much better game against the Dolphins. Dude, come on. Prime. You're killing me. There he is. Jesus Christ. Fucker's late to his own party. Well, joining us. There he is.
Yeah, dude. I had to take the scenic route way, man.
Did you get lost?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, usually I get a notification or something, you know? Something tells me, RAIDER reaction's on. Here we go. It's time to go. I got nothing. And
Cool.
then I had to go directly to the group, and it's still, like, showing me nothing. So I went to the videos, and it was like, oh, this one's live. So here I am.
Well, what the hell? Well,
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm always on time. Like, punctually. So.
Right? Yeah. I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, is
Well.
it late or something?
Now, I figured you would be primed and ready to go. Primed. Hit the pun.
Yeah.
That. Because you kind of put it to me this week in the picks a little bit.
Oh, did I?
Oh yeah, it wasn't good. It was a screwy week, man. It was just a screwy week in general, across the board. You went 8-8, which, you know, it's 500. It's not terrible. I, however, went 5-11, which is not. It's a little rough.
That's definitely on the wrong end.
That's on the wrong end. So you're up. You've so far through 2 weeks, you have a record of 17-15, and I'm sitting at 12-20. So I'm 5 games down already, 2 weeks in. But that could change in week 3 like nothing. I mean,
Absolutely.
with 16 games picking, it's nothing. But it was a screwy week in week 2. So let's get right into week 3. As well, we'll touch on some of the week 2 action, obviously, as we're talking about week 3. But let's get into the Thursday game, which is a stellar game in the Jets at the Browns.
I don't know if it's a stellar game, but I mean that's the whole like tagline of Thursday Night Football now is all these awesome games. So here we are with the Jets and the Browns. We got a rookie quarterback on a short week. We got the Browns who haven't won since 2016 or 15 or something like that. I don't know.
They haven't lost them all.
That's true. But they haven't won. They just traded their wide receiver with the issues there, Gordon.
Yes, Josh Gordon. That was an interesting move. Well, reportedly, he showed up stoned Saturday to the facility, and they had to do something. I mean, that's his whole issue is he can't stay off the weed, man. Can't stay off the weed.
Yeah. No, but I thought he showed up to the. Are you talking about when he showed up at the Patriots or when he showed up?
No, when he showed up to the Browns facility on Saturday, and then that's when
It's supposed to be a hamstring.
That was what?
It's supposed to be a hamstring issue that he got during a promotional shoot.
Oh no, I heard other rumors that there was that he'd showed up under the influence, and that's what led to his being traded. But you never know. You will probably never know the whole story.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hamstring. He's on the straight and narrow these days. He's got a chance to be one of the best wide receivers in football. But
Yeah,
anyway,
sure he did.
the Browns are gonna get off the schneid.
Against the Jets, it's a good possibility. It's a good possibility. You know, I don't know, man.
Sam Darnold's gonna come in there, and yeah, he's gonna lose his shorts.
Well, it's at Cleveland, and you know what? I'm gonna go out on. It's for his glaucoma, Rudy. It's for his glaucoma. It's for my eyes. It's for my eyes.
Yeah, I can't see any of the comments.
I can't see
There
shit.
they are.
I can't see shit. Oh. I better medicate now so I can see better. No,
Yeah, no joke. My eye is bothering me. I don't know if anyone can tell. I got this one red eye over here. Man alive. Like, all of a sudden it got hot. And, I don't know, some bugs and whatnot kicked up. There's pollen in the air.
yeah.
And
All right, so who you taking? I'm taking Cleveland at home. They're gonna get out. They're gonna.
Cleveland too.
I'm taking Cleveland. We're both taking Cleveland in game 1. All right, another interesting game in the Dirty South as you've got New Orleans at Atlanta. Interesting game as they're both 1-1. So this is a one team's going to be going in the wrong direction after this game.
Right? And it's in the division. And I don't know, there's a rivalry there since they're division mates. And I don't know, the Falcons they played pretty well last week. And then the Saints, I don't know, man. The Saints are hard to figure out because they've got one of the best wide receivers in football. And of course, they got Drew Brees, but
no defense though.
Brees gets old, you know. So
no D.
What's that?
They got no D though. When Ryan Fitzpatrick does that to you, man, you got no D. That's
so. If you're gonna say Ryan Fitzpatrick can do that to him, not to mention, Deshaun Jackson. I don't know. Now we're looking at Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Well, I guess Sanu is the number 2 wide receiver down there in Atlanta.
yeah.
So, someone said Freeman and Julio didn't practice. They don't need practice. They're veterans.
Oh, Freeman's out, man. I'm riding the Tevin Coleman train right now. He's my fantasy starter, and he just got me big points last week as he went well over 100. If he would have got that touchdown, man, I would have had a huge game out of it. But I won nonetheless. I'm right back in the mix in the Dirty South at 1-1. I'm about to be 2-1 as I've got the 0-2 team this week. So, yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna help everybody out and win again. But how's that work?
Well, I'm counting. I hope so. I don't really care. I hope you win this week.
Thanks, man.
Just
I appreciate it.
Just this week.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Saints right now.
I'm
gonna go with the Saints.
I'm taking Atlanta at home in this one. I think they're gonna do all right. Tevin Coleman looked awesome last week. They don't look like they're really missing a beat without Freeman in there. And if they can get some of the red zone this time around, actually score, maybe they'll be all right. Now, San Francisco at Kansas City. You got 1-1 San Francisco at 2-0 Kansas City. Mahomes, 10 touchdowns through freaking 2 weeks. Pretty damn impressive.
What did I tell you? Remember? When I was like, yeah, Andy Reid, he can pick a quarterback. He's a quarterback coach.
Fuck Andy Reid.
Comes out, scores 10 touchdowns in the first 2 games this season, and that is actually the record for the most touchdowns to begin a season.
To heck with, man, come on. Hell with Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes can't be the real deal. He can't be that good. And you got 2 guys here, Garoppolo against Mahomes. Man, I don't know. I'm not sold on Garoppolo at all. I'm still not sold on him at all.
Yeah, not to mention it's at Kansas City. So with that in mind, I don't know. Kansas City, their defense is terrible, but their offense is insane. Those skill positions are lighting it up right now. Tyreek Hill, bringing Travis Kelce, Hunt, the running back. Tell you what, what's going on? Oh, thank you, Darth Vader.
Oh, all right. There's nothing wrong with a guest spot from the from Vader himself.
Yeah, rocking an Oakland Raiders shirt. in my house.
So,
All right.
San Francisco at Kansas City. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Kansas City.
I'm taking Kansas City as well. I hope San Francisco can take him down, but I do not believe in Jimmy Garoppolo at all. And
it might be a shootout, and they can't keep up. San Francisco can't keep up with Kansas City right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. We'll hit it right now. Oakland at Miami.
Oh. Man, we both got this one wrong last week. I thought it was John Gruden's get-right game.
Jesus. It freaking should have been if the offense had scored some goddamn points. Don't get me started.
Didn't it seem like it was going right?
Well, yeah, it's going right. When your defense pitches a shutout, you got to score more than 12 fucking points. But, yes, it was going right. There was no reason on many different levels that we shouldn't have lost that game. So you got surprising 2-0 Miami, who's beaten the Titans and the Jets, against 0-2 Oakland. It's at Miami. I'm taking the Raiders in this one. The get-right game has to come sooner or damn later. And odds are it's got to be this week. We got the Browns at home next week. If we win this one and next week, we're back to 2-2 and it's a whole new season. So that's I'm going with Oakland. I
know that, yeah, Miami hasn't beaten a proven team. But so far in the first two games, it doesn't look like the Raiders are a proven team. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
But I got to go Miami on this.
Well, I hope I gain a game on you on that one. We will see.
You do too.
We will
I
see.
hope you do too. I'm not picking with my heart here. Just saying.
Yeah, well. We haven't looked stellar through 2 weeks, so it is what it is. But I think this is our bounce back game, and this could set us up because we do have a favorable schedule of the next few weeks. So I'm picking the Raiders. Now Buffalo at Minnesota. Oh my God, Buffalo is the worst goddamn good contender for worst team in football. Not only that, they're trying to ban tables. That's the only goddamn thing they got going for them. And they're trying to take the tables away from their fans. They already have taken a decent football team away from their fans. Don't take the tables away, too.
Take the what?
They're trying to take the tables away from the Bills Mafia. They're banning the tables in certain areas around the stadium and in certain parking lots. So you can't...
Tables?
Yeah.
Tables? Like to put stuff on?
Have you not seen all of the videos of the Bills fans slamming each other through tables? Where the hell have you been?
I don't have time for that nonsense.
Well, it's apparently a thing if you live in Buffalo, where there's nothing else but the frozen tundra.
It's because it's cold up there.
Yes.
They're idiots. No. I'm just kidding. If anyone's over there in upstate New York, that's where my mom's from. All right, y'all. All right. So,
but
nah, man, this is Minnesota all day, dude. They are hitting on all cylinders. That defense is tough. Oh my gosh, the defense is ridiculous. And don't get me started on Kirk Cousins.
oh, shut up with your Kirk Cousins.
Oh my gosh, yeah, shut up with my Kirk. But who was right? Oh my gosh, man.
Right in 2 weeks. 2 weeks into the season. That means, come on. 2 weeks into the season means...
all day.
No.
Cousins MVP. You heard it here first.
Get the hell out of
For the
here.
regular season.
I don't know what you're smoking. You're out your damn mind.
Babs in the NFC Championship.
You're out your damn mind. All right, we're both taking Minnesota over the Bills. The Bills are just a fucking terrible team. Now, Indianapolis.
Dog, right? My cat is taking Minnesota over the Bills.
What's that?
My cat is taking Minnesota over
Your
the Bills.
cat?
Everybody.
All right. Well, true. I mean, pretty much, because the Bills are fucking terrible. Now, neither one of us picked the Colts to win last week over the Redskins, and they did. Do you think they have a chance at Philadelphia this week as the Colts go to Philly to take on the Eagles? Colts at
That's today,
Eagles.
Corey Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. They are not going to fly in Philadelphia. The Colts will go down in Philadelphia. Carson Wentz, it's his first game back. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Wentz is going to be back. I'm rolling with Ertz in fantasy, so I'm interested to see if that connection keeps rolling. Because he's got a lot of looks through the first 2 weeks. He's done me well, and I don't like him getting a changing quarterback. But hopefully it's for the good.
I had him last year. It's solid.
I'm going with Philly in this one too. I didn't think the Colts had the firepower to take down the Skins, and I definitely don't think they have the firepower to take down the Eagles either. So I'm going with the Eagles as well.
Yeah. Also going with the Eagles. So.
All right. Next, we've got Green Bay at Washington. You got 1-0-1 Green Bay. Another freaking tie. Freaking ties, man. It shouldn't be ties in football. You should just play till somebody freaking wins.
We've had 2 in the first 2 weeks. That's like the first time that's happened.
There shouldn't be ties. There should be no ties. You should play till somebody scores.
Like college rules, except from the 50.
Yeah, I mean, something. Shit, somebody's going to score eventually.
Right?
So you got Green Bay
over Philadelphia.
at Washington. Even though it's at Washington, I got to lead towards Green Bay in this one. Last game's going to leave a bad taste in Aaron Rodgers' mouth, and I think he's going to take it out on the Redskins. Although, the Redskins are surprisingly good with Alex Smith, a little better than...
Yeah. I mean, Alex Smith, Andy Reid quarterback, highest rated quarterback in the league last year. Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's going to do good things with the Redskins. Now, he's not quite Cousins, and they still got some bum wide receivers and a couple of bum tight ends up there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a running game that's somehow patched together, and who knows about that defense? I really don't know. They got a lot of question marks in Washington, if you ask me. But
man, I'm gonna go. I'm taking Green Bay in this one.
yeah,
Throw who you guys out pick in the comments there, Raider Nation, and whoever else is watching with us. And thank you for joining us as always. That's Prime. I'm the Commish. Every Wednesday, it's Ghost of the Post prediction edition as we rip through all of the weeks, make our picks for the weeks, and break down the games as we work our way through them. So thank you for joining us as always.
just real quick, I gotta address something here.
Uh-oh.
Bob, looking at you, man. Let's see. You opened up with the Rams, and they're arguably one of the best teams in the league. That's true. That's true. The second half wasn't even close.
You bet, Lance.
They made a couple of adjustments. Wasn't even close. Then, you played the Broncos. All right, the Broncos just got Case Keenum. They got a couple of old receivers and rookies and running back. Yeah, the defense, I'm sorry, that defense is still potent, but I don't know. Oakland had a real good chance to win it. So, but I'm not going to call Denver like one of the best teams in football by any stretch. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to say show me when it comes to Miami and the Dolphins. And if they can handle that, then yeah, I believe they're a real team. But right now, they're 0-2. And that's the bottom line.
You are what your record says you are in the NFL. That's it. There's 16 games, and we've lost the 2 that we've played, and it is what it is, man. We're 0-2. We're nobody until we win something.
Green Bay's gonna win. Aaron Rodgers, as long as that man is upright, all he needs is one good leg, apparently.
And the Favre cocktail. That's all it takes. The Favre cocktail.
Oh yeah, the Favre cocktail. That'll get you through.
Yes.
Yeah. You won't feel a thing for 3 days.
He's like, shit, I play another game. Let's play a doubleheader, coach. Shit, I'm ready to go. Cincinnati, the Bengals. Dalton's look solid, man. Listen, I got Andy Dalton sitting on my bench, and I got Derek Carr starting. And don't think it wasn't a tough decision for me not to sit Carr after week 1. And then Dalton comes up and puts up what he did this week. It's an even tougher decision for me, because I try not to think with my heart in fantasy. I got to think with my brain. So you got Cincinnati at Carolina. And this is an interesting matchup. 2-0 Cincinnati, 1-1 Carolina. I'm not a Carolina fan. I'm pretty well spoken on that.
Is that how you feel?
I'm not a Cam Newton fan. I think he's highly overrated. But I know we disagree on that.
He's good.
Record. He's alright.
He can run over linebackers and he plays quarterback. Good gosh.
Well, it's a good goddamn thing he's so good at running over people because he's not very good at being a quarterback, so.
Oh, nah, man. Him and Christian McCaffrey are just going to light it up. I got to go Carolina on this one.
Carolina. You know what? I'm going to go the Bengals. I think Andy Dalton is just he's on a roll, and you know what? I'm going with the Red Rocket or the Red Rifle or whatever the hell he is.
The beige BB gun.
Whatever the fuck he is, the red something. Whatever. I'm going with that guy. I'm taking the Bengals. They're good in the regular season. They're just not worth the shit in the playoffs. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Man, the Titans are just, I don't know what the Titans are. They're 1-1. Jacksonville's 2-0. Jacksonville looked like, for real.
Their Bortles threw for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns or something ridiculous.
Squiz got it. I wonder if anybody else got it. Nothing. You just ignore it.
I was looking, man, because you're going out of order. You're like picking games. You're like, what? That's not next.
Well, I'm going. It's all fucked up here because I got the sheet, and then I got the screen, and the screen doesn't align with the sheet, and it probably doesn't align with what you got, and it's just all. We should be on the same sheet, see? But
come on, NFL.com.
Well, so am I. But I've got a sheet that I write the shit down on, and it doesn't jive with NFL like I said.
Damn sheets.
Fucking sheets. But it's all the 1 o'clock games. They're just not all the 1 o'clock games are in the same order.
Right.
So.
Thomas Rawls. Oh, man. Here's what you have to know about Thomas Rawls real quick, since someone brought him up, okay? Thomas Rawls was in Seattle. They've been searching for a running game like you wouldn't believe for years.
Yeah.
Ever since Marshawn Lynch left.
Fuck yeah, like where's Waldo searching?
In Seattle. And they just let that running back go. So,
yeah. Rawls
looking for a running game.
Rawls was injured a lot. So he's not been durable. But you know what?
He had like 2 good games. 3 solid performances.
I know a fantasy owner that thought he was going to be something. He turned out to be shit.
Yeah. I know. Somebody even named their team like Lick My Rawls or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't turn out to be. He wasn't even on the team half the damn season. He was freaking laid up. I'm taking Jacksonville. They looked like they're actually could be for real.
Yeah, man.
So I'm taking them over Tennessee. I don't see that Tennessee has a chance in hell at Jacksonville. Jacksonville could go to 3-0.
Right on. Yeah, they will. And, Jacksonville's good. That defense is, gosh. You tell me you're not sold yet, but I'm telling you, man, that defense it's like 2000 Ravens good.
I'm not. I'm sold on their defense. Their defense is good. What I'm not sold on is as they're that solid contender team as a whole, because you got Blake Bortles is still the quarterback. That's that's kind of where I'm not sold on them as much. But, you know, he keeps throwing 4 touchdown games. Yeah, if he keeps throwing 4 touchdown games and shit, I mean, it's not a whole lot.
400 yards.
Yeah. He's going to start making believers out of anybody, whether you want to believe it or not. So,
Right.
it is what it is. So, we're both taking Jacksonville over Tennessee. Next, we got the Donkeys, whose offense has not looked good over 2 weeks, but they continue to win against Baltimore, at Baltimore. And let's see, you've got 2-0 Denver, 1-1 Baltimore.
Yeah, well, Baltimore at home. I don't know. They're not looking too bad. And
No.
honestly, I don't think Denver is for real. They got a defense. That offense is going to still continue to struggle. So, oh lordy, look at them for the wing. Yeah, they're going to need a wing to fly back home after that loss to the Ravens.
Broncos for the wing.
Yeah. Sorry, but
I'm going with the Ravens.
They're going to lose in Baltimore.
The Ravens are going to get the wing.
Yeah, Ravens get the wing.
Because they're Ravens. They ain't no wing on the Donkeys. Man.
I kind of hate the Ravens because they used to
I don't
be
know what
the
kind of donkeys you
Browns
see.
again, but yeah, I still don't like Baltimore.
Yeah. Baltimore.
Anyway, but they're going to win.
They're going to win. I think that at home, Case Keenum throws 2 interceptions. One's a pick 6, and they lose to the Ravens. That's my proclamation on that one. Now you've got the New York Giants. The New York Football Giants against the Houston Texans. 0-2. 0-2.
Well, someone's got to win.
Somebody's off the snide. And it's going to be the Giants. There's too damn much talent on that team. And I think they get a bounce back week here. I'm not sold on Houston. I'm not sold on Deshaun Watson yet. I'm just not sold on them. I'm not sold on them. Their offense more than their defense. They got a solid defense, although Clowney was inactive last week. And I haven't heard if he's playing this week or not.
Yeah, and the Giants, man, they got a sad offensive line. They got an old quarterback who doesn't quite have the same zip, if you ask me. Then they got some wide receivers that are there, but, maybe they haven't come out with it. But, there's some disgruntled wide receivers over there. Odell Beckham Jr. He might be quiet now, but he won't be quiet for long, man, if things keep going the way they're going. Saquon Barkley right now is a wasted talent behind that offensive line.
Oh, that offensive line is terrible, man. Poor Eli looked like a freaking deer in headlights the other night. My God, he was getting murdered back there. You saw Eli face memes pop up freaking everywhere. It's hilarious. That shit was everywhere. Poor Eli. He was under fire. But I think they bounce back. They've got a lot of talent, man. Saquon Barkley, also he can pop off a run at any given time. And Odell Beckham can grab one at any given time as well. So I don't know, man. I'm taking the Giants. I don't think they start 0-3. But I think the Texans do.
I'm gonna take Houston. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Houston. They're not gonna go 0-3, only because they've got a better defense. They both have terrible offensive lines, but Deshaun Watson is more capable. He's more athletic. He can buy more time than Eli Manning can.
True.
So,
yeah.
that I'm going with Houston.
All right. We have the Battle of L.A. The first of the late games. The L.A. Chargers at the L.A. Rams. The Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah. I mean, the Chargers they're not terrible, and they're looking pretty good. Melvin Gordon, I don't know what's going on with him. He might be hurt. But Bosa's been out too as well. The Rams, I'm sorry, they look like one of the best teams, if not the best team in football. So, yeah.
I'm picking the Rams as
gotta
well.
go with that.
I don't think the Sparklers got enough to keep up with the Rams. I'm taking the Rams as well. Now,
The Sparkler.
yes, the Chicago Bears at the Arizona Cardinals. Oh my God, what the fuck is Khalil Mack gonna do to this offense? It's not gonna be good.
Right?
These guys have looked bad. I knew as soon as Carson Palmer retired that they brought in Sam Bradford and they draft a rookie to try. It's their offense is just in bad shape. Poor Larry Fitzgerald to have to deal with this at the end of a stellar career, man. That's have to deal with this shit. He's probably like, "Why the fuck didn't I retire with Kurt?"
Sure. All respect to Larry Fitzgerald.
He's getting the shaft. He should have retired with Kurt.
Yeah. The Cardinals need to go with the. Oh, what their problem is they let the Honey Badger go. Ever since the Honey Badger left, that defense is crap. David Johnson, sure, he's back, but what's he done?
Nothing.
But it's really about the Honey Badger. That
And-
guy's one of the best football players, all-around football players, and football. Now he's Titan, I think. But anyway, or maybe he's with Houston. Actually, I don't know. Honey Badger somewhere. That guy's the bomb. Other than that, they're looking terrible. They need to go with the rookie running back or rookie quarterback.
They look really bad.
Bradford looks washed up. My God.
Man, the fact that anybody gamefully employed him just blew my goddamn mind. That he even had draw still on the open market. Just, my God. Quarterbacks like him and Josh McCown, it blows my mind that these guys can just continue to get work just being horribly average and just trudging along and they still get signed. And, at least McCown stays healthy. Bradford can't even stay healthy. That dude's like paper mache. He's Glass Joe.
Dude, he won the Heisman. He was the last quarterback drafted before they changed the
Yeah, but wasn't he hurt?
basically.
Wasn't he hurt at the end of his college career as well? If I remember right?
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know, he got drafted a while back. That's how long ago. He got drafted under the old contract, basically. So he was the last.
Yeah, he was the last one that got paid. He got Jamarcus Russell paid. Yeah. He got Jamarcus paid.
$87 million or something like that.
So I assume we're both taking Chicago in this one over Arizona, because I don't see Arizona have a snowball's chance in Arizona of winning this one.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. Now, next we've got
No, Arizona's not going to win.
an interesting matchup. Dallas at Seattle.
Boy.
Dallas looked
Seattle showed, man.
better last week. They won.
I don't know, man. They won.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cowboys, I don't know. They won, but I still don't think they're good. They'll go. I mean, is it that bad for the Seahawks? Like how fast they've fallen? Like I don't know. Did you watch Monday Night Football? Because it was funny. The broadcast they did a graphic where they had the Infinity Gauntlet from the Avengers Infinity War. That Thanos War when he snapped and made all the superheroes disappear. People all over the universe. But yes, my point of this is they had that Infinity Gauntlet come up and snap, and it showed members of the Seattle defense disappearing from the Seattle Super Bowl defense, basically. And there was like 3 guys left, and it was like Earl Thomas and the linebacker he's been hurt. Yeah, it was cool. Thank you, Terry. All right.
He feels validated now, T-Courts.
Anyway, man, this is a hard one because the Cowboys suck too. They got lucky.
They do suck. Both these teams suck.
Play out of Tavon Austin. It was one play out of Tavon Austin. It was like the
You know what?
longest play of Dak
Listen,
Prescott's career.
speaking of Tavon Austin, I'm pissed off because I drafted Tavon Austin only because of the fact NFL.com had it listed as a running back. And they listed him as a running back through week 1 as well. Now they've changed him to wide receiver, which really pisses me off because that changes the way I was planning on using his ass. So now they done fucked me all up. And he ain't worth shit at wide receiver. I needed him at running back. Motherfuckers. He's a hybrid. He should be whatever I feel like him being. But I need to be a
wide receiver.
I know, but they had him listed at running back. And I was going to roll with it as long as I could. Because that makes it an interesting play.
Boxing's fixed, Chris. Boxing is fixed. Triple G should have won that fight too.
I just listen, man. I just can't watch boxing anymore. MMA has ruined me for boxing. It just really has. I grew up on the prize fights. I loved boxing. I was a huge boxing fan growing up, man. I watched every major prize fight, all weight classes. I followed boxing. I read boxing magazines. I boxed periodically here and there. I love boxing, but it ain't the same as
my first. Real quick, I'm gonna show my age. My first pay-per-view, okay, that I ever bought ever. My first pay-per-view anything was Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks.
I saw that pay-per-view. All 91 seconds of it.
Yeah. What?
91 seconds of it.
Yup.
Ow.
So.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I saw.
Insider knowledge from Bob there. Nice. Dunbar High School.
Right on. Now, so I'm taking Dallas over Seattle at Seattle. Who you taking, Prime?
I'm gonna go Seattle.
All right.
I'm going Seattle.
All right. Next, we got the Sunday night game. You got New England at Detroit.
You got the hoodie versus the Padawan. What's that even mean? Matt Patricia. You know, he came.
I understand what that means. Yeah, I get your Star Wars reference. I'm with you. I follow.
Nice.
Although I don't. To say he's a Padawan, is he even Jedi material?
No.
Is he even Jedi material?
He's strong with the Force. Detroit is terrible. Man,
I don't think the Force is strong in Matt Patricia. Cholesterol is strong in Matt Patricia, but I don't think the Force is strong in Matt Patricia. High cholesterol and blood pressure, maybe. The Force? No.
You can't have a head coach with a backwards hat. You can't have a head coach with a backwards hat.
No.
What's that about? You're not a defensive coordinator anymore.
Yeah.
You're a head coach, man.
A backwards hat and like unshaven and unkempt looking. He looks like the guy that just fucking got a, you know, just like, oh, fuck it, let's go. Yeah, come on, man. He looks like he's at practice on game day. It's just not a good look. You should look sharp on game day.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, you should be.
So yeah, I gotta go the stupid.
I gotta go with them too.
Patriots. I gotta go Patriots on that.
I do too. Fuck as much as I hate it. As much as I hate it. Now, we've got the last game of the week, Monday Night Football. The Steelers, with all the drama of Antonio Brown not showing up, what the hell's going on with him? They've already got Le'Veon Bell. Cooper's been plugged in and for making you forget Le'Veon Bell. But they're playing the number one offense in the NFL. The freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers and freaking Ryan Fitzmagic is just him and his fucking his beard and his
Looks like Conor McGregor.
Oh my god.
Looks like Conor McGregor.
That dude, man.
He won the internet. He won the weekend with the chest hair is mine.
That shit was funny, I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. But
right?
he's living it right now because shit, he wouldn't even be having right now. If Jameis Winston could keep his hands to himself, this dude's not even on the field. Period.
Dude, the driver's now like filing a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Now that Uber driver's filing a lawsuit now. So yeah, man, it's gonna be Fitzmagic for a while. I don't even care if suddenly all the charges were dropped and everyone that ever was wronged by Jameis Winston was like, oh no, he was cool, my bad, I was lying. It wouldn't matter because Ryan Fitzpatrick is gonna keep starting. That's just it.
I'm not so sure. Prime, I'm not so sure. The local rumblings.
They're gonna take it to the Steelers.
Listen, if he comes out and he beats the Steelers, it is going to be such a freaking quarterback controversy. You have no idea, because the fact that she's suing him doesn't matter because he's already been suspended by the NFL. So unless he ends up getting like jail time, they're probably not going to do anything else to him because they've already punished him for this offense. So he's getting his 3 games. In game 4, he's back. He's back. And they're going to, man.
He's back holding a clipboard. He's back holding a clipboard. Man, Jameis Winston, he might be done. They beat the Steelers, and there's not a snowball's chance in Florida that Jameis Winston is going to be back starting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, man, we're gonna have to see. It's definitely gonna be a serious quarterback controversy. That's for sure. If it happens, and I think, man, listen, I think there's a good possibility the Bucs can take down the Steelers on Monday night. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna happen. There's too much turmoil in that locker room. Man, Antonio Brown is talking about trade me. Friggin', yeah, Le'Veon Bell hasn't shown up. The defense is terrible, and Tomlin's supposed to be a defensive coach. Man, there's a lot going on. Like, that's the first time that I've ever seen in an NFL season where the entire, like, locker room or the offensive line in this regard friggin' threw another player under the bus. They were talking about Le'Veon Bell's contract. Like, there is a lot going on in friggin' Pittsburgh right now, and I don't think they're going to just trip down to Florida and make it all better. Nah, they're going to end up losing this game. Now, granted, Roethlisberger might throw for 400 yards.
Yeah.
But their defense can't stop anybody.
No, but, Tampa's defense isn't able to stop anybody either. I mean, look what the Saints did to him. I mean, they've allowed points on them. So I think this could be a good game, man. This could be a really good game. It's going to come down to which Ryan Fitzpatrick is the guy that you see in this game. Do you continue to see Fitzmagic, or do you see the guy that you've seen 85% of his career?
It's true. Fitzpatrick does do this every, now and then. He did it with the Jets.
Yeah.
He's done it with a few teams even.
He gives you just enough to get you excited.
I don't know. He's an aggressive quarterback, and he's more aggressive than Jameis Winston. With the wide receivers that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have between Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans, like, you're going to need a quarterback that's willing to make that throw. Jameis Winston has been apprehensive behind that line. He loves his tight end and his running backs. He throws to Mike Evans, but he doesn't throw to any other wide receiver. I've just watched Deshaun Jackson disappoint down there in Tampa Bay until Fitzmagic came along. So, like, right now, with that Tampa Bay offense, I'm going to say that Ryan Fitzpatrick is actually the better quarterback for Tampa Bay.
If he wins 3 games, I agree. But they've got Jameis Winston penciled in on the Buccaneers as their franchise quarterback, and he said all along when Week 4 comes, it's Jameis's, and I'm telling you, nobody expected Fitzpatrick to play like this, and if he plays lights out again, man.
Yep.
There's about to be some shit go. There's about to be some pissed off folks on one side or the other in Tampa Bay. That's for sure. But So we're split on this one. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I think I think a little bit of old, basically, what you see the majority of the time out of Ryan Fitzpatrick shows up, and you see a little vintage Fitzpatrick, not Fitzmagic, and the Bucks lose. I'm taking the Steelers. So we'll see. We disagree on a few, Prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games we are picking separately on this week. So it's a chance for you to make up
5 games off the lead.
It's a chance for you to make up some ground. Now there was some talk last week, Prime. I don't know if you caught it as you were leaving. There was some talk at the end of the show that the viewers feel there should be some sort of wager on this season contest between the two of us. The loser should do some sort of embarrassing, silly stunt or something. So I think we should come up with something that the loser must do or what have you.
All right, I tell you what. Of the people that watch our Wednesday pick'em, if you will. All right. Tell us what you think we should bet. All right. We'll look at the top 3 options and determine which one we think we'll go with. All right. So if you watch this show on Wednesday nights where we pick these winners, where I pick winners, I don't know, this guy over here. He does not pick the winners. I mean, if you look at the record.
The record's not good thus far. I'm 8 games down under 5. I'm 12-20. I ain't gonna lie. Last week was rough, man. Last week was rough on me. 5-11. That's just fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
It's rough.
I don't know what that's like.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Nah. All right. No. A tattoo.
A tutu.
Wear a tattoo, loser, and makeup.
Easy now.
You can wear a tattoo. Can't even, if you get a tattoo, you can't wear it sometimes.
I think that's a tutu, not a tattoo.
You need a ghost pepper. You better get the hell out of here.
Oh hell!
The craziest thing on the table is nah, I don't do that.
Oh hell no! I can't even barely handle medium, bro. You don't understand.
Yeah,
No. Just the thought of it'll make me cry.
I couldn't do that to my man. Wear a jersey of the winner's choice. Nah, man. Oh my gosh. No, I wouldn't wear Tom Brady's jersey if you paid me.
The ghost.
Tom Brady jersey.
Where's jersey?
Nah, man. I'd rather go friggin' fully inflate some footballs is what
No, we need something like, them stupid challenges you got people doing. We need something creative. You guys have to think outside the box.
tattoo. You know who we're talking to here? Come on.
That's not punishment.
2 tattoos. This guy's got 2 tattoos on his left nipple.
A hot dog eating contest with peppers.
With pepper. No. Hot dog eating contest. I don't know. That's kind of gross. You ever watch that? Like on the 4th of July, and they dip the buns in water.
I watched Joey Chestnut at an ice cream.
They just power down these hot dogs.
I watched Joey Chestnut in an ice cream eating contest over in Lakeland, and he destroyed the competition. The ice cream festival.
Yeah?
Yes. He is the ice cream eating champion as well.
Ice cream's hard.
He's a multi-sport athlete, multi-food athlete. Oh, you know what that means. That means...
I shave my beard all the time.
All right, so
I shave my beard all the time.
we need message the page. We need good ideas. We need a good challenge or punishment for or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Losing wager of whichever one of us, which it ain't looking good for me thus far out of 2 weeks, but that could change in 1 week. So change the profile picture. All right, now we're getting. Come on, it's got to be something good. You know, somebody had a good idea last week. I forget what it was, though.
It doesn't even work. I barely have eyebrows. You see this arm? There's barely any hair on it.
I have eyebrows,
Anything.
and I'm not shaving them. No. Hell no.
I haven't bought jersey in years. They're burning the ones I got.
But Prime will be back next Wednesday, right here, same time, same Raider time, same Raider channel. I will be right here tomorrow night with the captain, Captain Jack Rackham, same time, same channel for the Raider Nation Ricochet. I'm out. So's Prime. We'll catch you later. Continue without guests. Peace, love, Raider Nation.